welcome to today's video. In this video we are going to solve one more Leetcode question. The question number is 200, that is number of islands, and it comes under medium. So let's first understand the question. So question is saying, given an m cross n 2D binary grid which represents map of 1 and zeros, 1 means land and 0 means water, we need to return the number of islands. So what is an island? An island is surrounded by water and is formed by connecting adjacent lands horizontally or vertically. So we will consider in land as an island if it is connected by lands horizontally or vertically, which means like it should not be connected like diagonally. We don't have to include that. So you may assume all the four edges of the grid are surrounded by water. So it means like outside this you can consider it as water. Okay, so let's understand the first example. So in this example the output is 1. How? So these all ones are land. So how it became an island? So if this one, if you're taking the first one, it is connected by this, it is connected by this, and this is connected by this, and this is connected by this, because this is vertically connected, right? So and this is also vertically connected, then this is connected horizontally, and this is vertically, and this is horizontally. So all are connected at once, right? So this is an island. So that's why the output is 1. So if you see second example, so in this you see these four, these two and these two. So these are connected, so these two are connected horizontally, then this is connected vertically, and this is connected vertically, or you can treat it like this is connected horizontally. So this is like one island. This one is single because if you see vertically also there is no one, and horizontally also there is no one, and we don't have to calculate diagonally. So this is only one island, and these two is another island. So the total output is 3. Okay, now let's look at the constraints. So m is the number of rows, n is the column, and it will be between 1 and 300, and the value of grid will be 0 and 1 character. Okay, so how to solve this? So the straightforward thing is, if we start, suppose it's a matrix and we start from 0 0. Okay, so we need to calculate, we don't have to calculate like how many ones are there. Okay, because these all, if they are all connected at once, so we will treat it as one count. Okay, and if we don't get any connection, and then we'll start incrementing our count. So and while we will make the changes, suppose if I start from here, I'll go horizontally and I'll go vertically. So we need to make sure that whatever we have already visited, we need to mark that as some identifier that will not navigate through it again. Okay, so I think it will be much easier if you write the solution for this. Okay, so let's start. So what I'll do, I'll write two variables which will give me the row length and the column length. So it is grid dot length is the row length, and col is the grid of 0 dot length is the column length. Okay, now to traverse through the whole grid, we will add two for loop. Int I equal to 0, I less than row, I plus plus, and for the columns I int j equal to 0, j less than column length, and j plus plus. Okay, so now the simplest thing is we will take a variable called count, which we are going to return, and as we discussed, like if my grid of I and j is equal to 1, then we are incrementing the count. Okay, this is like one thing, and we are going to return this count only. Okay, now so it will count the number of ones, but we need to treat all these ones as connected value as single. So what we will do, we will again write, suppose we will overload this method, number of, or just copy this num islands, and we are going to pass the grid row and column length for ease, and our I and j value. Okay, so what we are going to do in this overloaded method, what we will do, so if we have already traversed, like we will go through all the ones, and if they are connected, so we'll mark it as 0. Okay, so I'll write one more method which will return me nothing. Okay, just copy this. So int, sorry, it's a character array, arr, int row, int column, int I, int j. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to mark this I and j, since we have already traversed, as 0. Okay, and now we need to traverse I plus 1 j. Okay, so up, down, right, left. Okay, so it is up, since we are decrementing the row number, so it is down. Now we'll do j plus, it is right, and 1 j minus. Okay, and now what we will do, and now we need to write the base case. So base cases are very simple, since it's a grid, so I and j can go here and there. So we will add the constraint for rows. It cannot be more than the length, or I less than 0, or j is greater than equal to column length, or j is less than 0, or arr of I and j is not equal to 1. So in all these cases we will return. Okay, if it is not 1, it means like the connection is not there, so we need to like return from there. Okay, so this is it. Now let's try to run this. So it got passed. Let's try to submit this. Okay, so it got passed. So there are very similar questions that you can solve, and these all are based on the same templates. Okay, so whenever you find grid and you need to find the number of islands, or any other things, or you need to color the grids, so these all will follow the same kind of patterns. Okay, hope you understood this. See you in the next. Thank you.